In this video, I consider two theorems on monotonic sequences. As I already explained in the previous video, monotonic sequence means a sequence may be monotonically increasing or it may be monotonically decreasing. Sequence is said to be monotonic, either it is monotonically increasing or decreasing. Now, how to define monotonically increasing sequence? Say I take a sequence Sn. It is said to be monotonically increasing if Sn is greater than or equal to Sm for all n. For all n greater than or equal to m. Sn greater than or equal to Sm for all n greater than or equal to m. And it is said to be strictly monotonically increasing if Sn greater than Sm for all n greater than m. That is the definition. And or sometimes it is like this: Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn for all n. Monotonically increasing, strictly monotonically increasing if Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn for all n. Similarly, Sn plus 1 is less than Sn for all n, it is said to be monotonically decreasing. Monotonically decreasing. Now, to test the sequence, whether it is monotonically increasing or decreasing, since sequence means its nth term is given always, we do not write the range of the sequence, or we do not write the sequence in this order. We do not always take the sequence by writing its range. We usually take sequence means its nth term. How do you check the given sequence is increasing or decreasing? See, we have two sequences here. I consider Sn is equal to 1 upon n. Sequence which is given by Sn is equal to 1 upon n. Now test whether it is increasing or decreasing. For that, we usually take Sn plus 1 minus Sn. It is 1 upon n plus 1 minus 1 upon n. So it is n minus of n plus 1 upon n into n plus 1. To test whether increasing or decreasing, we consider Sn plus 1 minus Sn. So it is minus 1 upon n into n plus 1. What is n here? N is always a natural number because range is always, domain is set of naturals in a sequence. It is less than 0, therefore 1 upon n is monotonically decreasing, and it is strictly monotonically decreasing because less than 0. Then take one more sequence. What is that? N by n plus 1. Suppose Sn is a sequence defined by Sn is n by n plus 1. Now we check whether it is monotonically increasing or decreasing. What you have to do? Take Sn plus 1 minus Sn. It is Sn plus 1 is n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus 1 minus n by n plus 1. Sn plus 1 minus Sn. It is therefore n plus 1 by n plus 2 minus n by n plus 1. Simplify n plus 1 into n plus 2 LCM. We get n plus 1 whole square minus n into n plus 2. N into n plus 2. Therefore, n square 2n plus 1 minus n square minus 2n upon n plus 1 into n plus 2. Correct? N square cancels, 2n cancels. It is also, it is greater than 0 it is. It is 1 upon n plus 1 into n plus 2. Therefore, Sn plus 1 minus Sn is greater than 0. So what's your conclusion? Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn. Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn means it is monotonically increasing. Now what I told for the previous example, Sn plus 1 is less than Sn, so it is monotonically decreasing. It is here on this sequence. Sn is 1 upon n, Sn plus 1 minus Sn is less than 0. So Sn plus 1 is less than Sn. Previous sequence, go to this example. Sn is 1 upon n is monotonically decreasing, but Sn is n by n plus 1, it is monotonically increasing. Monotonically increasing, monotonically decreasing. These are the examples. Therefore, when the sequence is given by knowing the nth term, it is not possible to say whether it is increasing or decreasing. So, you have to use this method here. Consider Sn plus 1 minus Sn. In the previous example, sequence is 1 upon n, it is monotonically decreasing, but Sn is n by n plus 1, sequence given by this is monotonically increasing. This is the definition, monotonically increasing and decreasing sequences. Now the theorem is, first theorem, a monotonically increasing sequence, which is bounded above, converges to its least upper bound. See, this result is important because to verify whether sequence converges on monotonic sequences, this is very helpful result. When do you say that sequence is monotonically increasing? Sn plus 1 is greater than Sn. Example is n by n plus 1. It is monotonically increasing. If a sequence is monotonically increasing and is bounded above, you know that when the sequence is bounded, it converges to its least upper bound. What do you mean by least upper bound? Suppose S is any set, then least upper bound means U is said to be least upper bound. Least upper bound means least of all the upper bounds. But least upper bound means it is defined like this. A number U is said to be least upper bound of this set, yes, if X is less than or equal to U for all X belongs to S, and U minus X is, there exists X belongs to U or X1 belongs to U such that X1 is greater than U plus epsilon. Correct? X1 is greater than U minus epsilon. Yes, say I explain what is least upper bound first. A number U is said to be least upper bound of this set is if X less than or equal to U for all X belongs to S. That means U is the upper bound, and U is least upper bound means it is least of all the upper bound. Any number less than U, that is slightly less than U, is not an upper bound. This is the definition. You follow now what is least upper bound? U is said to be least upper bound of S if U is the upper bound of this set. This is the meaning of upper bound of this set, and any number slightly less than U is not an upper bound. That is the least upper bound definition. Now come to the theorem. What is the theorem? Increasing sequence which is bounded above converges to its least upper bound. To prove this, let Xn be a monotonically increasing sequence. Monotonically increasing sequence. You know the definition of increasing sequence, and U be the least upper bound of the sequence Xn. U is the least upper bound. Then what do you get? This implies there exists M belongs to N such that because u is the least upper bound means xm u minus epsilon is greater than xm. Sorry, u minus epsilon is less than xm. Try to understand this. U is the least upper bound means u is least of all the upper bound. Any number slightly less than this is not an upper bound. That means there exists some member of this sequence which is greater than u minus epsilon. Take this as 1. This is 1. Now we use this monotonically increasing. Since xn is monotonically increasing, xn is greater than or equal to xm for all n greater than or equal to m. Xn greater than or equal to xm for all n greater than or equal to m. This is 2. Now see 1 and 2, what do you get? From 1 and 2, 1 is by definition of least upper bound. Now this is the definition of monotonically increasing sequence. From 1 and 2, xn is greater than u minus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. Xn is greater than u minus epsilon. Take this as 3. And also xn is less than u plus epsilon for all n. Because what is u? U is the upper bound. What is the meaning of upper bound? Upper bound means every term of the sequence is less than u. Since u plus epsilon is greater than u, every member of the sequence must be less than any number greater than u. So xn is less than u plus epsilon. This is 4. Now see this 3 and 4. From 3 and 4, what do you get? From 3 and 4, now xn is less than u plus epsilon for all n. In particular, for all n greater than or equal to m. Therefore, from 3 and 4, we get xn is greater than u minus epsilon, less than u plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. Now this implies xn minus u, mod xn minus u is less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. Now you have studied definition of convergence of a sequence. When you say that xn converges to L, if for epsilon greater than 0 there exists m, so that mod xn minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. Now this implies sequence xn converges to u, the least upper bound. To follow the proof of this, it is important. If a sequence is monotonically increasing and bounded above, then it converges to its least upper bound. The proof depends on the definition of least upper bound. This is important. U is least upper bound means any number slightly less than u. U minus epsilon not an upper bound of the sequence. So there exists xm so that it is greater than u minus epsilon. But increasing is used here, monotonically increasing. So if the sequence is monotonically increasing, bounded above, it converges to its least upper bound. Now a remark or note, if a sequence is monotonically increasing and it is not bounded above, see then what happens? If the sequence is monotonically increasing and not bounded above, then it diverges to infinity. See how it is, it diverges to plus infinity, because let xn be a sequence, xn be a monotonically increasing sequence which is not bounded above. When do you say that sequence is not bounded above? this implies there exists k greater than 0 such that xm is greater than k. Definition of bounded sequence: xm is greater than k. Take this as 1. Suppose xn is monotonically increasing and it is not bounded above, then see what happens. Then since xn is monotonically increasing, not bounded means for any k greater than 0 however large, there exists m so that xm is greater than k. It is not bounded, therefore if you take any positive real number however large, xm is greater than k. Now use monotonically increasing. Since xn is monotonically increasing, xn is greater than xm for all n greater than m or equal. It is monotonically increasing. Need not be strictly monotonically increasing. Now take this as 2. From 1 end to what you get? You will get xn is greater than k for all n greater than or equal to m. Now by definition of divergent sequence, sequence xn diverges to plus infinity. So what is the result? If a monotonic sequence is increasing and bounded above, it converges to its least upper bound. Suppose it is not bounded above, then it diverges to plus infinity. Now what about decreasing sequence? Decreasing sequence, if it is monotonically decreasing and bounded below, then it converges to greatest lower bound. A monotonically decreasing sequence which is bounded below converges to its greatest lower bound. Now I explain proof of this. The concept is exactly the same as proved in the increasing sequences. Greatest lower bound, that is, first understand this, greatest lower bound. Greatest lower bound means suppose S is a set, any set consisting of x1, x2, etc. and a number L is said to be greatest lower bound of S if x is greater than or equal to L or xn is greater than or equal to L for all n, and there exists one xm which is less than L plus epsilon. See that the definition of greatest lower bound. Definition is here, greatest lower bound means greatest of all the lower bound. So I have taken L is the lower bound. What do you mean by lower bound? Every term of this set is greater than or equal to L. But if you take slightly greater than L, then it will not be a upper bound. It will not be a lower bound. Greatest lower bound, greatest of all the lower bonds, that is called greatest lower bound. Now to prove this, what is the result? Monotonically decreasing and bounded below, it converges to its greatest lower bound. We take L is the lower bound of greatest lower bound of the sequence xn which is monotonically decreasing. Then there exists m such that xm is less than L plus epsilon. Greatest of all the lower bonds. Therefore, L plus epsilon is not a lower bond. Slightly greater than L is not a lower bond. It is the greatest lower bond. If you take L plus epsilon slightly greater than L, it is not a lower bond. So xm is, there exists m so that xm is less than L plus epsilon. Now xn is less than xm for all n, correct, for all n greater than m. Now what do you mean by monotonically decreasing sequence? Decreasing means xn less than xm for all n greater than m. Now use these two, you will get xn is less than L plus epsilon, or I take like this. It is strictly not strictly, it is only monotonically decreasing. Therefore xn less than L plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. This is 2. Say first we have L is the least, it is the least upper bound, means xm is less than L plus epsilon. There exists m. And since by definition of monotonically decreasing, xn less than or equal to xm for all n greater than or equal to m. Therefore xn is less than L plus epsilon. But it is monotonically decreasing, but L plus epsilon is, L is greatest lower bound. Therefore any number less than L is always lower bound. So L minus epsilon is, xn is greater than L minus epsilon for all n. Try to understand, very important it is. L is greatest lower bound means L is lower bound. Any number less than epsilon L is also a lower bound. Any number less than L is also a lower bound. Therefore L minus epsilon is always lower bound. xn is greater than L minus epsilon for all n. In particular, n greater than or equal to m. Now use these two. What do you get? xn is greater than L minus epsilon, less than L plus epsilon for all n greater than or equal to m. That implies mod xn minus L is less than epsilon. What does this implies? xn converges to L. Therefore, if the sequence is monotonically decreasing and bounded below, this is important, bounded below, it converges to its greatest lower bound. Suppose sequence is monotonically decreasing and it is not bounded below, then what happens? It diverges to minus infinity. As in the case of increasing sequences, if the sequence is decreasing, not bounded below, then it diverges to minus infinity. You try to prove that one. Okay, thank you.